What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we're going to be reviewing the all-new Ebonite Real Time. This is one that I wasn't super excited for because I haven't thrown any of the Big Time series or the Time series balls. This is my first one, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But according to Charles Hutcherson from The Hype, he told me that this is the best of all the balls that just got announced. So I'm not really sure. I hope that it's true, and I love this ball, but for me, the hammer effect is like the best ball out of all of these. So yeah, before we get into that, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers. If you want to order the ball or the ball spinner that the ball is sitting on, use the link down below in the description. Coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10. They get you 10% off your entire order. And of course, the chamois, the link is down below in the description. So this Real Time uses the Big Time core, which in 15 pounds, an RG of 2.50 and a max differential of 0.054. So the RG is kind of in the middle, not super high, not super low, but that differential is for sure on the high end of things. And then wrapped around that is the HK22 GB 13.7 solid cover stock that comes out of box at a 1500 grit compound finish. So this is a solid ball that comes polished. I typically don't love bowling balls that are in that range, that are solid with polish, but we're gonna try them out anyway. And if I need to knock the shine off, I definitely will. And then yeah, with the layout, we went with our typical symmetrical tester layout, being 30 by 4.5 by 30. We're gonna be here at South Point on lane 1 on a moderately transitioned house shot. I've only reviewed one ball on this lane, so it shouldn't be too toasty. Let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite Ebonite ball of all time? For me, obviously the Game Breaker, pretty no contest. A pretty close second, I think, would be the one Reverb. I really like that ball. Let me know in the comments. We'll see you here on the lanes. All right, so this is gonna be the very first shot thrown with the Ebonite Real Time. Like I said, I haven't thrown this at all. I warmed up in throwing the track Theorem Pearl when I reviewed that ball, so I'm nice and warm. This is gonna be literally the very first shot. Charles, the bar on this ball was pretty low. You elevated it a little bit. Let's see what this looks like for me. Strong, symmetric, solid with polish. Let's take a guess here. Okay, so that shaped more than I was expecting. I think I can move a little bit right off that shot because it did go a little bit light. I was expecting it to be a little bit smoother, even though it is a polished. Because it's a solid, I was expecting it to be a little bit smoother than that, so I'm already surprised a little bit. Let's move a little bit right and throw another shot. So I'm not gonna make a huge move off that shot because it's still struck, I'm still close. Maybe like 2 and 1 right. And see what this looks like. Oh, okay, so so now I need to get in between those because it's way quicker than I was expecting. I was not expecting it to be this quick. Like I said after the last shot, I was expecting smooth-ish, but not expecting how quick it was. All right, let's move back left because I was a little too quick for my liking from that straight. Let's move a little bit back left to where we started. Yeah, it's like I move 2 and 1 back left and then it's like light, but if I move right, it's way too strong. So we're close, we're gonna stay there, let the lanes really come to us from that part of the lane. But I like it, I think this is, I like this ball more than the Track Theorem Pearl, and that was one that I didn't hate. I kinda like that one, I think I like this one a little bit more. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to that same spot that went light. We're gonna move up on the approach just a little bit, just to try to bring that ball speed down a hair, see if we can get it to be flush from there. And if not, we'll move back and just, like I said, let it come to us. Oh, missed right by a mile. Wow, I thought that was gonna be 0 off my hand. So we're gonna reset that 10 pin, do that same thing, but not miss right, and that hooked a ton. All right, look, the fact that that didn't go in the gutter is a pretty good thing. So we're gonna go back to that same spot and not miss right here. Dude, that thing is strong. So I moved up on the approach, brought my speed a little bit down in it. Now it started to go flush. I think I'm gonna move my feet back to where I was, get that ball speed a little bit higher, and just let the lane come to us from there, because it went a little too high for my liking. But this ball hooks. It's pretty early, even though it's polished. Yeah, my buddy Chris is asking me, you think we got something here with this ball? I think so. I think this is good. Oh, a little flat. I kind of did this weird thing in my backswing, a little flat. Nothing to worry about, operator error. Reset the 10 pin, throw a better shot, and it'll strike. All right, let's not do that weird stuff at the bottom of our swing. Let's make a good shot and strike here for you guys. Bang! Yeah, Chris, I think we got something here. What I'm trying to figure out now is when I would use this ball. Because of the polish, I don't really see myself throwing this on the fresh, especially here at South Point. The back ends are really, really crispy. And typically when I get out of the first ball I'm throwing, I need to get into something that's gonna shoot through the fronts. And this really doesn't shoot through the fronts. So like right now I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be a ball that I'm gonna go to in transition when there's a lot of friction. So when I have to get it to the right and it's not gonna boom off of it because it is still a solid. That's what I'm thinking so far. But do I like this ball? Yes, it's not a bad ball. I was telling Chris, people kind of bag on Ebonite a little bit, but I've thrown 3 Ebonite balls since becoming a free agent. The one Reverb, the Crusher, and now this one, and I've liked all 3 of them. I think that if I change the surface on this and hit it with like a 2,000 or 3,000, I think it could be just fine on the fresh. But with the polish, like I said, nice little transitional ball. Let's make another good shot here. See that? Yeah, that's too far right, 24810. I can't really miss that far right. Got to get it more up the lane. Operator error again. Yeah, I just know that if I don't shove it right and if I don't do that thing with my arm, that it's gonna strike. So that last shot, even though at 24810, nothing to worry about. Because again, all operator error. Like that's gonna strike 100%. Oh, 100%. My timing was good. I didn't do that thing in my backswing. I didn't shove it right and it struck. I'm gonna show you guys one more shot with this ball. I think I've seen all that I need to see. I think that you guys have seen all you need to see. But let me know in the comments. All right, we're gonna throw one more shot here. And then wrap this up a little bit. Oh my God, cannot believe that struck. I did mention in a previous ball review that I was gonna start doing some two-handed shots. So I'm gonna throw like 1 or 2 two-handed shots with this ball just to see what it looks like. And if you guys wanna see me do more two-handed shots in the future, let me know. I did a couple polls on Instagram and YouTube, and the consensus was you wanna see more two-handed footage, so we're gonna try that today. All right, so this is gonna be the first shot here, throwing the real time with 2 hands. I'm not gonna do like 10, 15 shots. I'll throw like maybe 2 or 3, just to give you guys a feel. And if you wanna see more two-handed shots from me, please let me know in the comments. I haven't really been practicing two-handed, but I'm gonna start practicing more here for you guys if you wanna see it. Okay, that's a pretty dirty 10 pin. I think I can move left a little bit off that because that was a pretty violent 10 pin. I'll reset the rack, it's already doing it. And then let me know, I thought that looked pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna move a little left off that 10 pin. I'm not really sure what the two-handed move is. For a righty, I'd be like 2 and 1. I'm gonna go 3 and 1 here, since my rev rate is that much higher. I think this rolls better for me two-handed than it does one-handed though. Okay, that looks pretty good. Chris and Chris are both laughing. Chris Stones is like, yeah, you need to just switch. I don't know that I'll ever switch completely, but I'll definitely add it to the mix. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? I'm gonna throw a few more shots because I think this rolls better for me two-handed than it does one-handed. All right, that last shot looked really good. Let's try to build on that. I'll throw like 1 or 2 more shots, and then we'll wrap this up. Hey, look, not bad for not really practicing two-handed, okay? Yeah, Chris said he knew as soon as I let it go. That looks pretty good. And one thing to keep in mind is that with my thumb in the ball, that's a 30 by 4.5 by 30. I don't know what the numbers are with the thumb not in the ball, like two-handed, but also remember that there is a thumb hole. So I couldn't technically do this in league because of that thumb hole. So there'd be a few changes that would have to be made if I wanted to throw a few of them two-handed in league, for example. We'll throw 1 more shot and we'll wrap it up. All right, so this is gonna be the last shot of the video. I got like 3 or 4 people behind me telling me that I need to switch to two-handed. But again, let me know what you guys think. Keep that elbow in, make a good one. I missed in. 5-pin. Because obviously that was a terrible shot. We're just gonna reset the 5-pin here. We're just gonna keep recording. Because I don't like leaving on not a strike, and I'm definitely not gonna leave on a 5-pin. So people ask me why I haven't switched is because of that. Some shots, I have no idea where they're going. But I also don't practice two-handed at all. Let's make a good shot here. Bang, all right. So, do I like this ball one-handed with my thumb in? Yes, it's a pretty good ball. I don't know where the place of it is. Two-handed, it definitely has a specific spot in my bag, and that's get left and shape it. Again, I haven't practiced two-handed in a long time. I threw it a little bit last week when I did that Primal Rage video, but before that, it had been months and months and months. If you guys really like this, then you have to let me know in the comments, because if you do like it, then I'll keep working on it.